dusting off the old microphone here, actually, quite literally, because this has been sitting in a bag on my bedroom floor since December. I think was the last time we were here. Also, hello everybody, welcome back to kind of a special, I guess, episode of My Tiny Little House. I'm not going to number this one. I think this is going to be more of the like, hey guys, Dad's back with the cigarettes and milk. But only for now. I forgot my ID or something. I don't know. Yeah. Hi everybody. I kind of wanted to hop in here real quick. I don't know if this is gonna be the full length of a full episode. Who knows how long this is gonna be? Could be 5 minutes. Could be 45. Could fill up the SD card on the camera. Who even knows? But yeah. It's been a long time since I've made an episode of My Tiny Little House. Almost 4 months. I think, right? When was the last episode? The last episode was like 3 months ago. I don't know if I ever did. I don't think we've done one in 2026 yet, actually. Now that I think about it, I think this is the first official episode of the podcast in 2026. Also, I'm sitting on my bed right now. The set that I designed has become overrun with clothes that I have to fold and put away. And I was like, I woke up today and I was like, I know I'm not going to have the motivation to stream tonight. I'm a little low energy today. I didn't sleep well last night. I think that's kind of why I said, hey, let's do an episode. Let's fill in the viewers on what happened. Why not? Right? Let's give the viewers a little something of My Tiny Little House to watch. And also, I guess, kind of explain what happened. Where did I go? Why did I stop doing the show? Short answer is I everything in my life kind of just came to like a big spearhead. I would say in like late December, early January. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Came to a point. And it was too much for me to handle. I think it even kind of reflected on stream. I just wasn't really myself. There was just too much going on. And it's kind of hard to it's very hard to do this when you got a lot going on in your life, a lot of change, both, mostly bad, but it's kind of hard to do this when you don't have something to bounce off of, like a chat or, music to listen to, or like a video game. Kind of the reason I started doing this in the first place about a year ago, actually. Maybe this is the 1 year anniversary. Hey, I'm back for one episode, and then who knows when I'll be back again. Another big reason why I stopped doing the show is I don't really have the availability that I used to. I started doing this show mainly because I didn't have a job, and I was like, I need to kill time and I need to be creative in some capacity. And I need to make something. And also at the time, I want to say about last year, podcasts were really popular. I'm not sure how true that is anymore. Has the podcast bubble burst? Have we reached the, I feel like everything is, again, I feel like I've been saying this though. Everything's switching over towards the short form content these days. Too many people. Maybe I need to become like the first podcaster to use, just what are they? The meta glasses, the meta sunglasses with, to podcast. How does that even work? I was actually looking at those the other day, and I was thinking to myself, anybody who buys those should probably be put on a list, just maybe like a no-fly list or something like that. Like they're treated like a terrorist or something. Nobody who's buying the fucking Meta glasses is using them for good. Yeah. Anyways, I kind of forgot how to do this show. I also feel like I kind of lost my voice a little bit. Like, I do need to talk about, the Christmas special, the aforementioned many a times, I don't know, the hyped up yet non-existent Christmas special, the thing that I think I was talking about since August of last year and was like, yes, we're gonna have a holiday special when the holidays roll around. Well, there wasn't one. There was no Christmas special. What happened? You may be wondering. The honest answer is that the episode was recorded. I would say about 25 to 30 minutes of content was recorded, and it was just so, pardon my French, fucking bad. Like I was legitimately like, it was right before the holidays started. I think I recorded it like December 23rd. And I think I even mentioned, hey, it's going to be late. And, we got our first visitor. I knew it. I knew it. Hey, it wouldn't be this podcast if we didn't get a visitor from our dear friend JJ, aka Puppy, as some of you guys know her. I opened the door. She looked at me, like, because she scratched at my door. She like looked at me, and I'm like, "Come on in." And then she booked it down the hallway. She was like, "Meow," out of there. But yeah, as I was saying, what happened to the Christmas special? Why was there no the hyped up, talked about it ad nauseum Christmas special of My Tiny Little House? What happened to it? Basically, like I said, 25 to 30 minutes of it was recorded and made, and I was just like, there was so much commotion going on at the house, so much background noise, so many parts that I was like, I'm gonna have to edit the hell out of this. And I know, boo fucking who, you're gonna have to edit stuff, but it was like every 5 minutes, it was like living in fucking Whoville. Like, no pun intended, I was wearing a Grinch onesie actually while recording the episode. And there was just so much noise going on, like pots and pans, because it's the holidays, we're getting stuff ready, and I didn't plan ahead well at all. Like, it was just poor planning on my part. And then I like this was kind of like the cherry on top of the cake, so to speak, of like, oh, this is shit. Is that I would say about like 15 minutes into it, I made the very dumb decision at the age of 26 years old to shotgun a White Claw on camera, because I would be like, oh, it's like for old time's sake or whatever. The ancient holiday tradition of shotgunning a White Claw. And it was just, it hit me so hard, and I was just so embarrassed. And I was just like, I was looking at it, I'm like, this is a nightmare to watch. Like, this isn't even going to be funny to watch. Maybe to some like sadistic person out there, it probably is really funny to watch me, maybe I should just put it out actually, now that I think about it. No. Well, I don't really drink much anymore. I think that's probably the biggest change that I've had. I drink a lot of these sodas. I get these for like less than $1 at my grocery store. And my favorite thing to do, if you watch the streams, by the way, link down below. If you've been wondering where I've been, maybe you just watched the podcast. I've been over on Twitch and also on YouTube, on the main channel, making YouTube videos out of the streams. But you've definitely seen these before on stream. I drink them throughout the stream. They're just big bottles of soda that I get for like literally less than $1 a bottle. And my favorite thing to do is I take the very vanilla cream flavor and mix it with the Blood Orange Bliss. And it's kind of like you're drinking an orange creamsicle. It's actually really good. Okay. Put those back over there. I'm going to take a sip of that right now. And you know what? I didn't forget about all the traditions. I haven't completely discarded this show and what it stands for. We're still going to do it. We're still going to do the Urban Dictionary word of the day. I'm not giving up. I typed in Urban Dictionary. Great work for me. Great work on my part. That's what I meant to say. What is the word of the... Wait, oh, no. We do... Not Urban Dictionary. We used to do... It was the Merriam-Webster. Urban Dictionary was for the Patreon, which, by the way, if you're subscribed to the Patreon, okay. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon just to watch old episodes, sure, have at it. This is not, like, I want to reiterate, not a full comeback episode. Just want to give you guys a little something. Actually, this was kind of inspired by Smiling Friends, which, if you guys don't know, I mean, maybe you've been living under a rock. They've ended Smiling Friends. They put it to rest. They said, you know what? We don't want to do this. I mean, there's people out there that have all these conspiracy theories about, oh, it's a prank. It's an April Fool's Day thing. And they're going to release a new season on April Fool or whatever. Right. But when Zach and Michael, I literally remember where I was. I was like sitting by my window, and I got the notification that they posted something. I'm like, oh, maybe like an update about maybe they're gonna do like a Easter special or something. Spring is right around the corner. What the fuck was that? LaGuardia closed after fatal crash. Dude, why can't anything good ever happen? Um, but when Zach and Michael made that post and like they were like, yeah, we wanted to like have you guys hear it ourselves and not have it just be a blurb of text on a screen. And I man, it kind of that felt like a little bit of a gut punch, not only because Smiling Friends was ending, but it felt like a gut punch to me because I took it so personally because I was like, damn, I did the blurb of text for the indefinite. By the way, it was not me ending the show; it was an indefinite hiatus. And I mean, I guess this is like a not a return. Like I said, I want to reiterate this before anybody's like, well, where's the new episode for next week? When next week rolls around. Actually, it would be really funny because I'm gonna forget that I said that right now. If you're watching this right now and you can comment, maybe you can comment while driving somehow. Maybe they invented that technology. Comment down below where the new episode is next week, though. That'd be really funny. Also, yeah, this episode's going out on all platforms. Sorry, patrons, you're not getting any bonus content. This is just kind of your little, again, like I said, just your little check-in. Your little chicken. Okay. What was the word of the day for March 23rd, 2026? Frenetic. Frenetic. Something described as frenetic is filled with excitement, activity, or confusion. The word is a synonym of frantic. Oh, I feel like we use frantic a lot on the show. I feel like frantic was one of those words that came up a lot. I feel like I was thinking the word frantic when I read frenetic. I guess you could say that this show is sometimes filled with excitement and activity, but also a lot of confusion as well. But yeah, that's so perfect. The upload of this episode might cause a bit of freneticity. I don't know how you use the word like that though. What other big changes have really happened? This is like when you get to see. I made the comparison that this is like when Dad comes home with the cigarettes and milk. I think that this episode's more of like that one cousin that used to live in your basement but finally got his life together. Except the opposite happened to me. We're working on it. We're working on trying to get my shit together. Maybe to a point where I actually have time again to sit down and make this show again and be able to fulfill my promises. We're gonna make that Christmas special, baby. It's coming. It's coming. But it's kind of like this is like that one cousin who like left, got their shit. The stoner cousin in the basement left, got their shit together, and they're visiting again for I don't know, like a random holiday. Easter's like right around the corner, so Easter. That's what this is. I'm your former loser cousin visiting for Easter dinner. Yeah, that's what that's what this episode is. What else did I have to talk about? Really, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to a point where like I already kind of feel it coming on. I feel like it's like like I said, you have to kind of just like turn the faucet on, and then a bunch of shit's gonna come out at first, but then eventually you get that clean, pure water that comes out, that cascades from that faucet. Beautifully. I use the word cascade all the time. I actually remember back when I was in college, I didn't get in trouble, but like in a lot of my writing, one of my professors commented that I used the word cascade to describe falling like way too much. Like every time, like I couldn't write something anonymously because they would be like, oh, he used the word cascading to describe knocking something over. The glass cascaded to the floor off of the nightstand or something like that. I only say that because that's what almost just happened here. That's good shit. Trying to think what else. Is there anything for you guys to really look forward to? That's kind of what it is. That's another thing that I kind of figured out in the past few months. Like being an adult is just about like finding things to look forward to. Like that's what keeps so many people going is just like, well, yeah, you know, this sucks right now, but I have this concert to go to, you know, in 2 months, or I have this vacation I've been looking forward to in 2 months. I'm like, man, why can't life be more exciting all the time, always? You know what I mean? Why can't we have like nice little things every week? I guess, you know, just is the way that it is, I guess. I guess that is just the way that it is. But no, it kind of is just like I'm trying to give that to you guys right now. If you're a big fan of my stuff, I've been writing a lot more recently. I feel like that's been. I feel like the writing thing has been my like replacement of podcasting. My like my reclusivity, my reclusiveness. My reclusiveness has kind of manifested in me writing a whole lot more, putting this MacBook to good use. And I'm gonna burp. Yeah, if you're first burp back, baby, let's go. If you're I actually don't remember what I was going to say. That burp, that all my thoughts came out with that burp. If you're looking to like get your thoughts down and like not feel better about, I mean, maybe feel better about yourself, but you're like, you got too many things going on up there and you got to like get it out. You got to like, I don't know. I find journaling really helps. I started journaling, a few weeks ago, probably about actually a little over a month ago now. And that's been really nice. You know, I get to like, you know, at the end of the day, I get to climb into my bed, open up my MacBook, you know, dim the lights in my room a little bit and just write about, this was nice today. This is how I felt today. This is something stupid I did today, so on and so forth. It's actually, it really is helpful. I highly suggest that if you're watching this right now and you're like, you feel like maybe you're in the same spot, start journaling. It actually really does help. But also I've been doing other writing too. I've been wanting to make like a short film, maybe even just an actual full length movie that I just put up on YouTube. I just like, I know I'm not capable enough. No, it's like, I know I'm probably capable of doing it, but it's like, I'll have like the vision of something in my head of like what I want something to look like. And then I'll go out and try to make it with the equipment that I do have. And then I'm like, and then I get frustrated when I'm like editing it. Cause I'm like, it's not how I want it to look, or it didn't turn out this way or that way. But then I have to remember I'm just a boy with a camera and a microphone and a dream. And sometimes that's okay. Would anybody watch, a short film that I make? Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea. But I guess that's kind of why you make it, you know? That's kind of why you make it. You don't make it so other people watch. You make it for yourself. You got to make art for yourself, man. That is true, though. I know that sounds like I'm being a little bit facetious. I'm being a little bit of a smart ass. But yeah, no, like that is true. You got to just make stuff because you want to make it. It's kind of, again, why I started doing this show, this podcast. I was like, I want to get better at talking to a camera and a microphone and not having a whole lot of stuff to visually reference while I do it. I just want to get better at talking. And that's why I started doing this podcast. Actually, a big reason why I came back, why I'm making this episode now, was that just out of curiosity the other day, I went to the channel and I like looked at old episodes and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, this wasn't like that bad of a show. I could put this on while I go grocery shopping or something. It's like having a little imp in your ear, talk about, what's going on in his life. It's almost like a journal, but for like an unfunny idiot who leaves for 3 months and then goes, well, time to come back. It's also, I think, a big reason why I decided to come back just for now, for an episode, maybe, who knows, is that the weather is starting to get nicer again. And I'm like, damn, now I'm going to get sad, man. I don't want to get nostalgic. There were some beautiful episodes filmed in beautiful locations like last year. It was honestly like, so those were some of my favorite things that we did. In fact, we were going to do that today, but it's raining. Well, it's actually not raining so much anymore, but it's very gloomy outside. It was like, no, if we're going to do another episode outside, it's got to look perfect. It's got to look beautiful. And the other thing was that I wanted to make an episode out in the snow, but we really didn't get like a snowstorm until like pretty late into the winter season. It wasn't really like that crazy. By the time we got snow here, like a significant amount of snow, I was not in the mood or headspace to be making a podcast. So sorry, maybe next year, who knows? Is there anything else let me think. How did I do this before? What did I do? Oh, I had like notes. I have no notes today. I know notes today. Sorry, guys. I kind of just we're shooting from the hip here. Shooting from the hip. I'm trying to keep you guys updated. I think I look visually a lot different than from the last time you saw me. Again, that's strictly only if you watch the podcast and you don't tune into any of my other content. Yeah, I have a freaking beard coming on now. My hair's gotten really long. I don't know if you think it's the tapestry or something, but hold on. Look at that. It's kind of a mess right now. It's a mess because the air is so like wet. I was outside earlier. I really should shower. I should have showered before the episode, but hey, you guys get to see me all grimy and greasy and gross and another G word. Alliteration, that was another joke we used to love to do on the show. Um Trying to think, is there anything else cool that's going on? Oh, I gotta check the ant traps. So because it's springtime, we're getting ants again. We usually get like ants every year. It just is what it is. We live in the woods. And I spilled like half a bottle of this blood orange bliss onto my hardwood floor. And I didn't clean it in time. Like I cleaned most of it, but like it just, I panicked. It didn't settle or anything like that. Don't worry. Like not that you were worrying. I don't know. Anyway, I spilled orange soda. I noticed the next day that there were a bunch of fucking ants, and I'm like, oh God, oh no. So yeah, I put down a little ant trap, try to kill them. And if you're gonna get all uppity with me in the comments and be like, well, why kill them? Why kill? They're a pest. They're a legitimate pest. Okay. What was that? Maybe that's the ants. The ants are coming for me. They're a pest. A pest, I tell you. And in fact, there's a valid reason to kill them, and that's because they scared my dog. How did they scare? Well, they caused me to scare my dog. You see, I was on the floor trying to see, where the ants were all coming from, and I was like moving stuff around, and I took the case to my headphones. These ones right here, Sony XM4s, fantastic headphones. By the way, if you want a headphone recommendation, go get yourself a pair of Sony XM4s refurbished on Amazon. And I grabbed the case and I flung it onto my bed, forgetting that. But this is like a soft shell thing. Don't worry. It's hard. It's not. I didn't hurt my dog. I chucked it onto the bed and she was dead asleep. She wasn't dead asleep. Listen to what I say. And it scared the living shit out of her. And she did one of those little, what is it called? Not defensive yaps. What's it like? She let out a little rat. Corrective behavior. That's what it is. She let out a little rat. And it's like a little bark, a little yelp that dogs do whenever they're trying to correct behavior and whatnot. And they see, I see the waveform of where I did the little yap. That's so funny. But yeah, the ants caused me to scare my dog. Therefore, the ants scared my dog, and I have valid reason to kill them now. So that's what I'm doing. We're killing ants. Anything else new really going on? We're still streaming. Yeah. If you've been really missing my content, there's a VOD channel on YouTube. You can watch all my Twitch stream VODs. If you ever miss one, it's probably pretty similar to this podcast, except a lot more overstimulating and a lot more just a lot going on, a whole lot more going on. Dang, I don't want to end the episode. I don't want to end here. I want to keep going. I'm having a good time. I feel like I'm finally like, ooh, it's like we got the lubricant into the machine, and now the gears are starting to turn a little bit, and it feels kind of like a natural return to form. Actually, a big reason why I specifically today sat down and was like, all right, turn on the camera, turn on all the lights, get the MacBook on the bed, and make this episode was make this thing, which I've been wanting to do for probably not 2 months. I've been probably wanting to do this for about a month now. Just come on here and give you guys a proper, not blurb of text on the screen. It's been on my mind for probably about a month, but just finding the motivation to do it. I didn't find it until until today, and that is because I was scrolling TikTok. By the way, I'm on TikTok. You can see some funny little haha stream clips there. I was scrolling TikTok, and friend of the show who's been on an episode, Mr. Hi, I'm Chris, was talking about how he has a new album coming out called The Letdown, and he was talking about how he made this like really nice video that was talking about how like dealing with like self-doubt, thinking that like if he said in the video, he was like, I made this album as though it's going to be the last album that I ever make, potentially. I'm paraphrasing there, so I might be getting it wrong. Exactly. You get what I mean though. It's more of a not metaphorical way of saying it, but you know what I mean. You get the point. And I saw that as inspiration myself to be like, okay, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been wanting to do this for like a month now. I felt really bad about leaving this show just kind of on like a low note, so to speak. It would have been kind of funny if like the Christmas special was like the final episode and then I just never said anything again. It's just like, all right, Christmas special, done, end of the show. But no, I was like, you know what? I found the motivation today. Lights, camera, burp, action. So yeah, look forward to me potentially making more stuff this year. Maybe this podcast comes back full swing. I've also toyed with the idea of, I know we were talking about this. I always say we, and some people don't give me shit for it, but they give me something for it. They're like, what do you mean we? It's just you. Well, you're a viewer. You're part of the experience too. Okay. You know what? Never mind then. Just me, just little old me, little Daniel. I've toyed with the idea of, bringing on like a permanent second, co-host. But I don't want this, I do not want this podcast to become a Discord podcast. Like I honestly, I'm going to be so honest. That is the last thing that I ever want this show to be, is like an episode, or like a podcast that is recorded strictly on like a Discord call. Like that to me is not what I want this show to be ever. You know what I mean? We'll do episodes here and there to get guests on if we have to. But like, if I were to have like a permanent co-host, it's got to be somebody who's physically present with me. That's the kind of energy that I like from a podcast. I like the energy. If I'm watching a podcast, I typically want the two hosts to be in the same room together. There's a certain chemistry to it. There's a certain energy that I think allows them to work together better. You know what I mean? Sorry, the mic's blocking my face. I've been like hiding this entire episode. Look at me. Ooh, I'm over here. No, I'm over here now. Audio listeners, I'm so sorry. And also video watchers, I'm so sorry you even had to see me do that. That was really embarrassing. Man, no wonder I ended this show. No wonder I stopped doing it. What are some other things that I want to do? Dollar Tree has been restocking some good snacks. Maybe we're due for another snack review video over on the main channel. Maybe we're due for a Christmas special over on this channel too. Maybe this year it's gonna be different. Maybe this year we're gonna have a Christmas miracle. Maybe at some point. Okay, I did toy with the idea of like, if we hit like a certain goal or something like that, putting out the footage. I don't even think I have it anymore. I think I deleted. I was that embarrassed that I deleted it. But if I can find it, I did toy with the idea of like, what if we hit a certain goal here on the channel, and as part of the goal, as part of like the reward for that goal, you guys get the official, unofficial, unreleased My Tiny Little House Christmas special, which would have been episode number 38, I think. Actually, what episode number would we hypothetically, what episode number would we be on, and when did we actually start this show? And I know I've said, listen, I know I've got all this, I've got this, facial hair going on here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's kind of bothering me. Like I I don't want to reveal too much, but there's a good reason, or there is only one reason as to why I will ever not ever shave it. I'm gonna definitely like when I do shave again, I think I'm gonna go without facial hair ever. Like that's gonna be like a permanent thing. But there's a reason as to why I'm not just shaving it, even though it bothers me a lot. I'll be sleeping on my side, and I'll feel it like brush up against me, and I'll wake up and I'm like, it's a sensory thing. I don't like it. It's a big sensory nightmare for little Daniel. What episode did we end on? We had episode number 30. Oh my God. Episode number 37. Oh wait, no, maybe did I get I think one of those episodes I got the episode number wrong. Oh no, wait, why would I get it wrong in the title? That's correct. Okay. When did we start the show is my question. When was episode 1? Oh my God, look at that. Look at that young man. Look at that young man. Was that a year ago? We are at a year ago. Holy shit, no. Okay. Oh, February 11th? Oh my God, I thought we started this show so much later. I thought we started the show in like April. April's when we launched the Patreon. I forgot. Damn, look at that. Oh, look at so much hope behind those eyes. Look at this young, naive man. Wow. How sad. No, but I will admit, when I was rewatching old episodes of the podcast, just to kind of like get back into the headspace of like where I was when I was doing this show regularly. And don't tell me Audacity. Audacity, if you crashed, I'm going to kill you. No, we're good. I did it sort of to get back into the headspace of where I was when I was doing this regularly. And I gotta say, it's really weird to see essentially 1 hour of my life every week for like almost a year. Because we were like just shy of a year. I think we did about 9 months. It's close enough. It's the better half of a year, 3/4 of a year. But basically to see most of 2025 documented week to week in my life, and to like go back and like reflect on all that, which is what I did. It was really strange. It's like so much that I won't talk about here on the show, like just because it's like, personal life stuff and whatnot. So much changes in a year that you don't really like. You don't really realize it until like the time has already passed and you have something to look back on as like a frame of reference. And it almost got me like, I feel like I'm kind of getting there right now. It almost got me like a little bit emotional, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like the other day I was like, damn. I was like, oh my God, that's me a year ago out in a field getting sunburned on just my knees because I was wearing ripped jeans that day. That was really funny. But it was just really, really bizarre. Not bizarre, but like there was so much going on behind the scenes with me in my life that I was trying to like power through, and just seeing when it like kind of started. I don't want to say when. I don't want to give, any ideas here. It's nothing bad. I'm not in like any major controversies. Not yet, at least. Maybe this year will be the year of the controversy. Maybe I'll do something. Who knows? Maybe I'll do something really controversial. Yeah, no, that's what I did. That's kind of where this episode culminated, I guess, or like, the I guess somewhat of a, I don't want to say this is a return to form because it isn't. This is sort of saying, hey guys, new chapter, maybe soon. This is what it kind of feels more like a new chapter because I've entered like a new chapter of my life, one that ended very, very unexpectedly. But also it being in this new chapter, it's like, okay, well, where do we go from here? What still works? What doesn't work? What can we still do? What can we still make? Am I still going to be, hauling my camera out into a park somewhere and eating hot sauce out of a plastic bag? Yeah, that's a video that I made. You can go watch that if you want to. Am I going to be doing new content altogether? who knows, man? Is this podcast going to come back full swing? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we find our co-host. Maybe we find somebody to permanently do the show with. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about. Any other major points that I wanted to hit before I end this episode and I throw this one up onto YouTube and Spotify, and also I'm going to put it up on the Patreon. Also, you can subscribe to the. I don't suggest that you do right now. Subscribe to the Patreon because I don't post stuff on there. That was also kind of another thing that I felt really guilty about, was like, I made this promise to the patrons and I was like I was starting to fall behind with my, not being able to fulfill my promise, which was half an hour of bonus content per episode. And also, 2 like bonus episodes a month that were like 45 minutes long. It sounds like I'm advertising the Patreon right now. I'm not advertising the Patreon. Don't go over to the Patreon. I mean, do go over, if you're already subscribed, you can go over to the Patreon. Maybe you want to go back and rewatch old episodes. Maybe I'll put one of the Patreon exclusive episodes out for free today as just like a little freebie for you guys, a little freebie for people to like, see if they're interested. Because it's only $5 a month. Maybe I'll make it a little bit cheaper. Who knows? Anyways, guys, this has been the update episode, I guess. The return to form. It almost feels like those videos on YouTube of like I almost did film this one in the car, actually. Those videos on YouTube of those men in their 20s who are like depressed, and they make the video title like, I'm 26 years old and I smell like shit, or something like that. I'm 26 years old and I work at I don't know, a meat grinding facility and I smell bad. Or those videos of like men in their car being depressed and talking about it, that get like, by the way, millions of views. Like I see those videos pop up on my, like, I don't know what my algorithm is, why that like pops up so much for me, but like I'll see that stuff pop up and I'm like, damn, maybe I just need to start doing that. Maybe that's where the views come from. Maybe that's what I do need to do. Maybe I need to make an episode where it's like I'm sitting in my car and I got my hand on my head like this, and I look really miserable. This is the thumbnail, by the way. And I look really miserable like this, and I'm just like, I'll title it something like "I'm broken inside" or something like that, and then just get like millions of views. The algorithm just picks that shit up. But yeah, no, this has been, sorry, let me do the proper outro here. Also, because my SD card's about to fill up. This has been episode number nothing of My Tiny Little House. This was your little update, your little check-in from little Daniel, your little chicken. I made the joke twice now. Let's go, everybody. Links down below if you want to like go find me on other stuff. I'll be around in some capacity or another, and so will you, I hope. See you later, cowboy.